Teens are making 2026 health goals, and parents are supportive and also quietly uneasy. This is The Village. Grab your coffee. Let's chat. This might sound familiar to you, doing New Year's resolutions as a family, and this writer explains how her teenagers' goals aren't about school. They're about nutrition, exercise, and getting more serious about fitness. And the article's point is that this is one of those moments that can look small, but actually tells something bigger about teen pressure right now. Because in 2026, a teen saying they want to be healthy can mean very different things depending on what they're absorbing online. So the writer interviews experts, and the experts keep coming back to one main idea. Here it is. It's not the goal that matters most, it's what's underneath it. Is it about feeling better and getting stronger, or is it about pressure and comparison? And the article says the line starts to blur when goals get rigid or numbers focused. Think skipping meals, getting stuck on tracking. So the takeaway is teen health goals can be totally normal, but it makes sense that parents are listening a little closer to what healthy means in their teens' world right now.
Don't eat fast food, refined sugar, or 99.9% of the foods that kids my age eat. So here's everything I ate today as a 17-year-old teenager who feels amazing off this diet but also enjoys every bite. Along with my boiled eggs that I had, the banana for the potassium and the blueberries for the antioxidants, and some creamy shrimp for the lean protein. I cooked this alongside some sun-dried tomatoes, and for some healthy fats, I smashed up some avocado right next to it.
And there's one version of what teen health goals look like today. And what I notice is it's not about calories, at least for him. He was talking a lot about function. He said bananas are good for potassium, and avocados are good for healthy fats. And I was like, whoa, okay. I feel like I didn't know any of those things until recently. But although this sounds good on paper, you know where the effort is eventually going to fall.
Okay. Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
What can I say? I love a Homer Simpson moment. And this is such a shift from when our kids were little, when we were trying to get them to eat anything that wasn't beige. And if it had specks in it, we had to explain to them, that's seasoning. Your food would taste awful if you didn't have that. We were the ones planning their meals, packing their lunches, and they're growing into this independence, which is great for some families. For other families, the teens are actually the bad influence. Check this out.
You want to know who the real bad influence is? It's our 16-year-old daughter. She will just be beat-bopping out of her little room. We're already just sitting here struggling with the need for self-control. We're already sitting here trying to talk ourselves out of driving to Chick-fil-A every night, going to eat at our local Mexican restaurant every night. And she just comes beat-bopping out of the room saying, you know, it sounds really good right now. If you don't say this lasagna that's in the freezer, not going out. But unfortunately, she says what we're all thinking, so we go out to eat.
Do you have a New Year's resolution? Because we are halfway through the month of January. Are you still on it? Are you tweaking it? Have you completely abandoned the plan? I read that about half of Americans had a New Year's resolution this year. I don't know, this article feels less about New Year's resolutions and more about how teens are navigating the world as they grow into independence. They're watching us with our New Year's resolutions. They're listening to their peers. They're even listening to other adults in their lives. And for some health goals, it's truly about routine, about consistency, about feeling good, health. And then for others, it may be about confidence and perfectionism and comparison. Our tiny takeaway is probably to tune in a little bit more. That conversation matters. It's not just about what the health goal is, but what is underneath it. And when that conversation opens up, it may look different from when our kids were younger, when they would just tell us everything, probably things we didn't even want to hear about. And now they spend a lot of time in their rooms, on their screens, and we're left wondering what's really going on. And keeping that line of communication, even for my daughter, what it ends up being is late at night when she's procrastinating and she doesn't want to go to bed, and then she wants to talk to me. Can you relate? Keep that line of communication open so that they know that they can always come to us. And tomorrow, we're talking about that screen time that we're seeing in our teens, but way back to babies. There's a study that shows screen time with kids under the age of 2 and what it does to the brain. I'll see you in the morning.